Top of the morning, straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Please hit the like button as you come through the door. Also hit them notifications too. Also sub to this channel if you're not a member. I want to give a shout out first and foremost to everybody that's been rocking with me. Day ones, y'all know the deal. 10 toes down. And all of my new subs too. You know what I'm saying? Same love too as well. And all of my haters too, you know what I'm saying? Even the people that don't rock with me at all, you know what I'm saying? I salute y'all too, man, because y'all actually the ones that keep me going. You know, believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, if you fuck with me, you don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you fuck with me, you do. If you don't fuck with me, you don't. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't really too much that I can say about that. You know what I'm saying? But I salute you anyways if you choose not to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna lose no sleep behind that shit anyways. What's up, Ted? What's up, beautiful brown sugar? I see you in the building. Also want to give a shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. Be sure, if you're trying to get your summer body right, uh, make sure you holler at Black and CC uh, so that you can go ahead and get some of the weight loss, the weight loss diet pills that they got. um, I'm not trying to advertise for them and anything like that, but they part of the LDBC family, so and I like what they doing. So shout out to Black and shout out to CC too, or whatever. I put it all on my wall and everything. If you're trying to get right for the summer, I know some of y'all really don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rather go out there, you know what I'm saying, with your pot bellies. You know what I'm saying? Go out there with the hair looking like that motherfucker from Along Came Polly and shit when that motherfucker was rubbing up against his chest, paws, and all that other shit when he was playing ball, had a whole bunch of taco meat and all that other bullshit, like Jason's lyric and all that, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, if you try to get your body right, man, you know, go ahead, man. My thing is this, man, just get your ass in the gym. You know what I'm saying? That's what Brown Sugar the Queen do. You know what I'm saying? That's why she looked the way that she looked. You know what I'm saying? Just get your ass in the gym. Ain't no special steroids. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shots, no nip and tuck and all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's why motherfuckers is jealous of Gayle King right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off with her ass first. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Gayle King posed for Sports Illustrated. Now look, I don't like Gayle King like as far as her personality or whatever. But hell, man, you can't be mad at her, man. Shit, she's 70 years old. Some people wish that they look like her when she gets 70. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Ted will be up in there knocking her down. You know what I'm saying? If she came up in that man, you'd be like, yeah, this is my guilt, not my MILF. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's 70 years old, man, posing for Sports Illustrated. I can't even be mad. Now I don't like her whole, you know, on the side of political beliefs and what she talks about, stuff like that, how she interviews people. I don't necessarily agree with that. But I mean, hell, if you want to pose and, you know, be 70 years old and everything, I ain't gonna hate. Shit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hate at all. You know, I mean, a lot of people wish. See, that's the thing. They be like, "Yeah, get your old ass off of here, get your old ass off of there," and stuff like that. But you don't know until you get up there. You know what I'm saying? Like how she feeling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's remarkable. Listen, if you're above 60 and you still are able to do shit like that, more power to you. Of course, a lot of 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds and stuff like that, they're gonna be like, oh man, her old ass need to step up off of there or something like that. But man, shoot, go ahead and do it. You only live one damn life, and that's gonna be in the books forever. she posed for the swimsuit edition. What's up with this, Cypress, man? Listen, bro. Yeah, we gotta talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about these hoops and everything. Now, Denver, Denver pretty much is gonna win. And although I've been raving about Anthony Edwards, I've been raving about the Timberwolves and stuff like that. I told everybody what the loophole was gonna be and what the Achilles heel was. And it's Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, man. The defenseless player of the year, 4-time defenseless player of the year. Because when it comes to the playoffs and when it comes to a tight situation, he fails to show up. Listen, the great defensive players knew when to turn it up over time. Okay? Let's go ahead and let's start with Ben Wallace. He knew when to turn it up over time. The great Wilt Chamberlain, he knew when to turn it up over time. Bill Russell, of course, he knew when to turn it up over time. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when they got on him, because there's been some times when they got on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, especially when he played the way he played again in the one of the Boston series. They really got on Kareem's helmet, especially Pat Riley and them paws. He knew when to turn it up, and he was able to make up for it and not be exposed year after year. That's what I keep saying. Rudy Gobert, I mean, Victor Wembanyama already knows how to read a pick and roll better at his age than Rudy Gobert does, and Rudy Gobert done been in the league for quite some time. Matter of fact, I put it to you like this: Victor Wembanyama could teach Rudy Gobert. I know. Some of y'all motherfuckers gonna sit up here and say, "Oh well, they only won a couple of games and shit like that." I'm talking about him as an individual. Go look at film, because I know some of y'all niggas don't even look at film. Y'all look at highlights and all that other bullshit. But y'all don't really be actually looking at the game, pausing it, doing film review and stuff like that. No, go look at the game and look at Victor Wembanyama and look how he recovers on that pick and roll. Nah. Ain't no damn growing pains. Look, man, Ant can only do so goddamn much. Like, this nigga put up 44. He been playing his ass off throughout the whole entire playoffs. Growing pains my ass. No, that motherfucker gonna be in the gym, okay? Like, he lucky Kobe ain't alive. Kobe would take a guy like Ant Edwards under his wing. He would take Ant Edwards under his wing, and he'd be immediately after the season is over, maybe about a week or two, get some rest or whatever, do whatever he do on social media, go fuck with Funny Marco and go do his little talk shows, podcasts, all that other bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Probably, you know what I'm saying, go sip on some margaritas and shit and go to get some titties and some ass and all that other shit. Then it's gonna be back to work. And he's gonna come back, and he's gonna come back even better. Okay, this is what he needs. Hey, they got past the second round. I mean, they got to the second round, my bad, sorry. They got to the second round since the 03-04 season. Hey, and then if I'm Alex Rodriguez, I'm doing everything I can to try to make some moves for both Rudy Gobert. I'll probably try to work out something to get Jared Allen on there, provided that he gets a little healthier. I get Jared Allen over there, and then Karl Anthony Towns. Hey man, we like what you've done for us, but you got to get up out of here. What's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building, man. You said no shoes at Denver ripped the heart out of Minnesota Timberwolves. Should win the series. Yeah, and I've been telling people Denver is a hard team to beat. I'm still not gonna go to. I said if Denver gets one game, they're back in the series. This is a championship team. They have a championship pedigree. You can't double Jokic all the time. Eventually, outside shot. Well, yeah, that's good logic right there. You see, the thing about Jokic, Jokic knows when it's time to turn it up. I mean, you see everybody else. Michael Porter Jr. He only had 6 points, so it was time for him. It was time for Jokic to turn it up. Jamal Murray only had 16. You know what I mean? These guys are banged up. I think Michael Porter Jr. is probably struggling. This is my opinion, okay? My opinion. I don't want people taking it and run with it. Be like, oh man, Straight said that he was hurt. Oh, he ain't hurt. But I think he's hiding an injury, but he's just playing through it. I'm talking about Michael Porter Jr. Because that's not like him to only score 6 points. That's not like him. No, it ain't my turning my back on him. But look, what has he done over the past couple of seasons? What has he done? Okay, let's go ahead and break that down. All right, let's break it down for you. Turning my back. No, it's not turning your back on him, but you got to get better. They trying to get championships. These guys are about to. Hey, listen, they're about to embark on a whole nother wave going into the NBC. All right, now listen, check this out. Karl Anthony Towns, when it comes to crunch time, he'll start settling for them open shots and doing all that silly stuff. He'll be going back to his habits, back to his ways, when you really need to be playing really more aggressive. And then on top of that, you've had how many years until Ant came? That's when you really started to progress with Minnesota. Other than that, with Karl Anthony Towns, you haven't got nowhere. That's why he already said he'll be second fiddle to Anthony Edwards. Get you forward / center in there for him and Rudy Gobert. That's gonna do even more of the dirty work in there, and you'll be able to progress, man. Hey, I'll put it to you like this, Ted. Replace Aaron Gordon with for Karl Anthony Towns. I guarantee you'll see a whole big old difference, because he doesn't. You're not getting that. You sitting up in there trying to shoot threes and stuff like that, which is okay for this era. That's great, but SGA don't need to shoot no damn threes all the damn time, and he's getting his buckets. Jalen Brunson last night, he put up 44. He don't need to shoot threes all the damn time. Get your big ass in there and start doing what's necessary. If I'm Alex Rodriguez, I'm on the phone. I'm making moves right away. You said Cat is the old 29. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say he still got some youth on him and stuff like that. He did have that injury. And salute to you, Cole. But, at the same token, it's just time to move forward. You got to start building really some people that's on Ant's level. McDaniels, he's on Ant's level in terms of what they're trying to do. What's he called? Even Mike Conley Jr., he's on Ant's level on what they're trying to do. Rudy Gobert is not. Cat is not. Najee Reed, he is. Well, of course not. Of course you don't want to put no money on the Wolves. Your money gonna be gone. That's like putting money on Durant. You think everything going all fine and dandy, and then once the playoffs come and stuff like that, or once a tight situation comes, he failed to show up unless he got people around him. Y'all got to excuse me. I got kind of a sore throat, man. But, like Rudy Gobert, man, he continued to get exposed like he was. As a matter of fact, it's the same team. Like when he was in Utah, he continued to get exposed. Yeah, I mean, Garza. But the thing about it is, man, look, what we need to focus on is the liability. Rudy Gobert is a liability. Yeah, you get a defensive. I call it defenseless player of the year. That's why that award should have went to Wembanyama. It should have went to Wembanyama. Jokic showed. Okay, listen. Although SGA, he has he has the case for MVP. I don't think he should be the MVP this year, but he put a stamp on why he has the case. Luka was. Stop giving Cat a pass. You should got the job done. Yeah, exactly, Steven. I'm not giving Cat no goddamn pass. I'm not giving him a pass. I'm really not giving none of them a pass at all. Not even Anthony Edwards. But if we're gonna sit here and we're gonna finger point and everything like that, you can't even say anything about Anthony Edwards because he took accountability for everything. That's what Reggie Miller was talking about when it came to him and LeBron James. LeBron James, he'll be like, oh yeah, well I don't mean to bring him up again, but I got to make a point of reference. He'll sit up there and be like, oh, I got my numbers, I did my job. Nah, motherfucker. Nah, take accountability for that. Do what the leader said. Hey, I didn't show up. Do what Magic Johnson said. Hey, we didn't show up. I take accountability for it. Do what Isaiah did. I take accountability for it. Do what Michael did. I take accountability for it. Kareem, yada yada yada, on and on. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, everybody. And that's why Anthony Edwards is going to be the leader of that team, and that's why going in that franchise, they I could see them winning the championship one day. Man, you don't see no damn potential. They swept goddamn Phoenix like they were some rookies. Like Anthony Edwards done been in the league 10 years. And Kevin Durant only been in the league like 4 years. Or Book and Bill. Man, take them for defensive player of the year and get them up out of here. You don't even deserve to be in history. Part of being a defensive player of the year award, man, is you got to be able to make that shit done, get that shit done in the playoff. Rudy Gobert ain't even as good a defender as goddamn Andre Iguodala in his goddamn prime. Even Andre Iguodala knows what to do in the defensive situation. Kawhi Leonard, when he was fully healthy, he knows what to do in the defensive situation. Hell, y'all motherfuckers probably gonna laugh at me when I say this shit. Fucking Klay Thompson and goddamn Paul George know how to read a fucking pick and roll. Know how to read a pick and pop. Know how to get on a man. Go look at Paul George, how he used to play defense before he got that devastating injury. You got to step up, man. And you getting exposed, man. That's what Cypress was talking about last night. You doing the same goddamn shit you were doing in fucking Utah. You need to give. That's what Hakeem Olajuwon need to teach Rudy Gobert. Don't teach him no goddamn offensive moves or no shit like that. Hey, teach him some how to read the pick and roll. You know who was able to be good in the high post? Hakeem Olajuwon. He was good at the high post and able to read defenses. If you kind of pulled him out or whatever, you dare try to pull Hakeem out of his comfort zone, he would still know how to recover. Everybody talk about all these chase down blocks and all this other shit. Hakeem used to do that shit. Like, they talk about how LeBron be doing all that chase down block shit. Man, Hakeem Olajuwon chased down Kevin Johnson and blocked the shit out that motherfucker. You gotta know how to read that. You gotta know how to read that shit. Like, I guarantee you, if anybody that has played basketball in here, one of the first things that they teach you, like both really well, I was taught on the defensive end how to understand and read a pick and roll. Everybody got to know how to understand that shit. Because what is this? What is this? What is this type of league? You ask anybody, you ask fucking Chilltown, you ask goddamn FYF, Lamont, you ask goddamn Ticket TV, Too Raw, all these niggas, T Price, they'll tell you this is the goddamn pick and roll league. It's so simple, but they make it so goddamn hard. You can do anything off of a pick and roll. It's just like with the triangle. When it comes with the triangle, it could be really, really simple, but it can also be difficult at the same time. Same thing with the flex. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just look at Rudy Gobert and I'm like, damn, nigga, there's some 6'11" dudes or whatever, man, salivating at the mouth, ready to disrupt that pick and roll. Dennis Rodman was excellent at reading the pick and roll. That's why I like when I be going at Cypress about Tim Duncan. Yeah, Tim Duncan was all right at reading the pick and roll. He did all right, but not as good as Dennis Rodman did. Like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, man, they will pick your ass apart. I wish you would try to run a pick and roll on them. Scottie, he gone. Mike, he gone. Only one that played the passing lane good on their team really is McDaniels and Anthony Edwards. And they got the speed to do it. You got to know how to do that shit. Rudy Gobert don't know how to do that shit. You pull him out, free throw extended, it's over with. Blow right past his ass. That's easy. You know, now I know people want to get to they want to get to the nitty gritty of things right now. Let's talk about Bronny James, all right? Shout out to Ticket TV because he was talking about the game first. He was talking about the scrimmage first. Shout out to Ticket. Bronny James only had 4 points, and like I told people, it's all good when you shooting the ball 12 straight. You know what I'm saying? You looking like an all-star. Me and Ted could go out there, man, be killing drills. Me and Cypress could go out there, man, be murdering the drill with nobody, no defense around. Nigga, you put some goddamn defense on that motherfucking court, nigga, that's gonna, listen, experimentation is the best, experience is the best teacher. You said slide under a pick and roll. Yeah. But see, they don't do that nowadays. Hey, Cypress, they don't like to go under. I was taught to go up under and then also bump the cutter. You can't really do that shit no more. Matter of fact, they calling that shit now. If you bump the cutter, you used to have to bump the cutter and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially on a back door or something like that. But anyway, man, let me get back to Bronny though. Now, the thing that I was concerned about, I'm not concerned about the missed shots with Bronny, okay? The shots are gonna come, but you know, you gotta think about it. You know, you were missing mid-range and you were missing three-pointers and stuff like that. You were missing wide open shots or whatever, okay? That happens. This is the biggest thing that I was concerned about, the turnovers. The turnovers. You know what I'm saying? That shows that, you know, you got to get more comfortable. You got to be out there more. You got to get more court time. That's where the brother Tick was talking about. You got to have more court time. I think Kenyon Martin has said that too. He don't need no goddamn bag, all right? Listen, a good pull-up, a good solid pull-up, like, the guy that I think about, man, that could just pull up, that had a real good pull up, like stop and pop, like pull up at that size, you know what I'm saying, somewhat. I think about a guy like a, you know, that just keep it real simple at times. I think about a guy like Baron Davis. Remember how Baron Davis would just pull up, like from three or whatever? stopping pop. I mean, as a point guard. But even though Baron Davis was like 6'3", though. And look, the only shots he hit was 2 runners, a high arcing runner or whatever. You need to go back to school, okay, which isn't a bad thing. Because if you go to the league, you're gonna be turning the ball over. All that getting ripped and all that other shit. That shit's gonna happen at times. But you making costly ass turnovers. You know what I'm saying? You made some turnovers that you shouldn't. You were passing the ball when you should have, when you shouldn't have. The shot, I'm not really concerned about that. A lot of coaches actually want you to be aggressive even when your shot ain't falling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the greats, they would start off cold in the beginning of the game. There were times when Larry Bird would start off cold. He wasn't making as much, and then all of a sudden, around that third, fourth quarter, he'll start heating up. Paul Pierce. I know Brown Sugar gonna be mad at me. As much as I like Paul Pierce used to play like ass in the first half. All of a sudden, that nigga would heat up around that third, fourth quarter. That nigga would heat up. Sometimes it takes a while. Yeah, Damon Stoudemire, Mighty Mouse. Yeah. A good pull-up. Even like Terry Porter. And I know y'all want me to mention, like, you know, Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas and stuff like that. Isaiah Thomas too, but Isaiah Thomas, you know, he had a good mid-range shot. He wasn't as great at the three-pointer. He'll hit him when he needed to or whatever. But for that era, you know what I'm saying, he was more of a slasher, get in the paint, you know what I'm saying, pull up, all that other stuff. But yeah, Isaiah Thomas, you know, Terry Porter, Rod Strickland, you know, just to be able to, you know, that free throw, Mahmoud, Chris Jackson, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, because he can hit the mid-range too. Everybody talk about the three-pointer. Nah, he can hit the mid-range too. You get with the guy like Mahmoud, man, he'll have his shot right, like water. I'm talking about with defense, man. Man, I could go out there, Brown Sugar could feed me the ball and rebound for me all day, and I could do around the world drills and shit like that, and not miss. And then as soon as I get in the goddamn game, nigga, I'm cold as a motherfucker. He had an okay pull up. I mean, his shot wasn't the best in the world. Tony Parker was good at that runner. That runner that he was doing last night, he could utilize that more. Yeah, everybody was thrown off by that runner too. They didn't even really want Tony Parker doing that. But Popovich was like, it's working, and he would always hit him. 9 times out of 10, he was gonna hit that runner. It looked unorthodox. You know, if you notice, if you look at the Spurs and stuff, a lot of them people were doing unorthodox moves, and then everybody started adopting it. Think about who's doing the runner now. Kyrie Irving, he be doing the runner. Everybody does the goddamn runner. Then you got what's it called? You got Ginobili up in there doing the Euro step, and then guess who took the Euro step from him? It was D Wade. And then everybody started doing the Euro step. They're like, what is this? You know, they were trying to see if it was a travel or not. Euro step ain't no travel. Yeah, John Lucas, Calvin Murphy. But look, it ain't about threes. That's what I'm saying. Listen, everybody thinks it's all about threes and stuff like that. Nah, master the mid-range. Kyrie Irving be hitting the mid-range. Kyrie Irving can play simple and just hit a mid-range. SGA, he's not a great three-point shooter, but guess what? He gets it done in the mid-range. Yeah, it's a tough shot to defend, man. It's you know, because it's one of those tricky shots. But the thing about it is with Bronny, yeah, he needs another year. I'm not gonna down him like everybody else been doing, talk about, oh yeah, you know, he trash, because he's not trash. I'm putting that out there right now. Bronny James is not trash. Trash to me is You can't even handle the rock. Yeah. Nigga, you ain't got no type of athleticism at all. Athleticism, you just need to develop. That's all. He just needs to develop. And he don't even need to. Everybody always talk about a shot and being able to pull up from deep and all that other stuff. Nah, man. If you could just be a playmaker, get in there and be a solid playmaker. Your passes are, you'll be all right, but you got to go to school, man. Go ahead, go to another school, because Cameron Jones that played for Marquette, Memphis know who I'm talking about. Cypress know who I'm talking about. Man, he head and shoulders above Bronny James, even though he's 6'5", but who can not only make, who can not only assist the ball, but he can also score too. Get to the paint, he can slash, and he can also stop and pop, do all that stuff. He's real crafty too. That's a guard that's ready to lead. Ronnie's not ready. He just needs to develop that stuff. It's all about, getting in the lab this summer. Is Bronny going to the Lakers? Hell, not the way Rob Pelinka was looking. Shout out to Ticket TV once again, man. He pointed that shit out, the way that Rob Pelinka was looking. Yeah, listen, man. Adrian Wojnarowski came out and said that, he'll be good for G League. He'll pack it for G League. What does that tell you? And you also got to look at it like this. You still got a product to put on the floor. Do you realize, man, if they put Bronny James on the floor, they're not going to show no goddamn mercy. Lakers fans, wherever he plays, Boston fans, New York fans, Miami fans, wherever, they're not going to show no mercy. They don't care. Nigga, you in the NBA, they don't care if LeBron James, give him some time. Oh, he'll be okay. Oh, poor baby and shit like that. Man, they're going to be like, man, get your ass off the floor. Now, me, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, I know what type of pressure, the unfair pressure that's being put on him. But all these other savages out here, they don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? These fans. What is fans short for? Fanatics, which means that they go crazy every time they don't get their goddamn way. That's what fan is, fanatic. So they gonna go crazy if they see a motherfucker like Bronny James getting like 6-7 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Not able to make a shot when it's needed to be made. Not defending on your man, getting blown by. All that other stuff. They're going to be like, man, get his ass off of the floor. Hell, they need to be booing their goddamn team now. They on the verge of getting beat by Boston. I know her sugar mama ready for that. She ready for Boston to be in that Eastern Conference Finals. She going to talk a whole lot of shit. Her and True the King. I already know I hear the Boston fans coming now. I'm ready for it. I ain't gonna lie. I picked the Cavs though, okay? I picked the Cavs to win. But it don't look like it's gonna happen. I picked the Cavs to win. I mean, Boston is, I got to see how they pan out against a team if New York makes it. Because don't forget, Jalen Brunson played good against Boston. But do I think that the Cavs could still win it? If the Cavs had Jared Allen and Sometimes I wonder about Donovan Mitchell. I was wondering if Donovan Mitchell was really had a calf strain like they said he did. You said the only problem. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Solid point, Sugar. That's a good point. You never know what you're gonna get. And I understand what you're saying about that too, because you don't know if Tatum gonna show up, you don't know if Brown gonna show up, but you know that Derek White gonna show up. Um, you don't know if the you don't know if they gonna show up, and would they be able to stop a guy like Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson, man, he been magnificent, man. I mean, he was able to bounce back, and that's how you bounce back. That's how you able to bounce back. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's how you bounce back, man. That's what you're supposed to do after a horrible game that they played on Sunday. That's how you bounce back. You said Brunson shutting the haters up like Rachel Nichols. Man, Rachel Nichols don't know shit about basketball. She don't know shit about basketball. The only thing she know is is the size of a guy's briefcase. That's about it. Other than that, man, she don't know shit. Or how far she should open her legs for one of those players. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. Or what hotel room is she gonna meet any one of those guys at? Other than that, she don't know shit about basketball. She probably, I mean, listen. I'm gonna be real with you. She probably fucked her way to the top. If you really want to be honest. Yeah, you in that position. Well, LeBron James. That's the only thing you know. You don't know anything else. You can't break down no game like goddamn Paul Pierce. I don't. I can't stand her ass. She don't know shit. Now Monica McNutt, she knows how to break down the game. Uh, Owekiki, I always mispronounce her name, but she played in the WNBA though. She know how to break down the game. You know what I'm saying? Even Doris Burke, she know how to break down the game. Rachel niggas don't know a goddamn thing, man. Just stick to being a host. Yeah, no, man. Listen, man. She know how to break it down. She knows how to break down the game, like break down the science of the game. Only thing you talking about, is whether or not uh, Bronny James or LeBron James should do this and LeBron James should do that. Can you talk about anything else? Oh, you can talk about Jimmy, can't you? You can talk about both Jimmys. Shit. I like it because she messy. You said Allie Clifton. Yeah, she talk about Jimmy. I really want to be with you. I remember that Hootie and the Blowfish. But nah, man, I just don't think she cut out to be an analyst. Brown Sugar could break down the game better than I bet you if you put Brown Sugar and you put Rachel Nichols on there and they were to talk about the Celtics, she probably couldn't tell you about the Celtics. She could, but Brown Sugar could break everything down. That's just like everything that Brown Sugar just said right now. The problem is you don't know what Boston, what kind of Boston you gonna get, nigga. That's great analysis because a lot of people can see that. You know what I'm saying? Even people that don't really pay attention to the game know that Jason Tatum is clearly not no closer in comparison to a guy like some of the other closers over time. Oh man, Ted got his mind in the gutter. Man, she'll probably end up slapping that girl after a few minutes. Knowing Brown Sugar, you be like, just get out my way. Yeah, I know some people got mad at me just now. Oh well, I don't care. Hey, look, God sent me to piss the world off. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they in their feelings now. If you don't say what they wanna, if you don't say what they wanna hear, oh no, I don't like what he's saying. Well, shit, hey, that's on you. But it's gonna get said. It's gonna get mentioned. I took it easy on her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't criticize her how she looked. Most of sub on channel are Rachel fans. Yeah, they probably is. They probably is. I care less. I don't like her. Um, I used to like Hannah Storm though. That's you know. Hope everything's all right with her. Hannah Storm. I grew up on Hannah Storm and you know people like that. You know what I'm saying? That really know how to break down the game. You remember Hannah Storm used to be on she was on NBA Inside Stuff with Ahmad Rashad, Summer Sanders. That nigga Ted be knowing the names. uh, Stephanie Reddy. Nah, let me stop. Nah, man, but Bronny, he just gotta go back and work hard, man. And he said he is. One thing I did like what he said. He said he's trying to change the narrative of being LeBron James' son. Now that pretty much tells it right there. He's like, look, I'm trying to be Bronny James. I ain't trying to be known as LeBron James' son. And I'm glad he put that out there. Yeah, you said Stephanie hot and ready. I'm glad he put that out there. Because and if he doesn't make it, man, if he doesn't make it to the NBA, this guy don't have nothing to worry about. I mean, really, basketball, he really doesn't have to do anything, really. It's just something right now at this point. This is just something that he would be doing for leisure because he wants to. This isn't something that they got to put a gun to his head or something like that and make him go or something like that. Nah, man. This is just something that he wants to do. He said he's really into video games. Well, I mean, look, bro. Um, right now at this point, it's just you got to go back to the drawing board. And listen, I don't define. That's another thing too. I don't define a player off of just one game. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that he's been doing is in a rush. It's been in a rush. Cause think about it. He rushed back. He pretty much rushed back to get the season started, the collegiate season started. But at the same time, they threw him in there right away on off of being 8 games in without an off season. So it's kind of like they threw him right to the Sharks all along while you trying to sit there, you trying to rush and put more pressure on yourself to get ready and stuff like that. Then on top of that, you trying to rush to hurry up and get in the league. You see what I'm saying? That's an enormous amount of pressure. Whereas if he was going at his own pace, I'm quite sure things would be a lot better. Because right now, this, the average guy, you know what I'm saying, at that age, I mean, they think, some of them might be thinking about the NBA, but a lot of them, they're like, they know if they're ready or not. I mean, yeah, look, you can have the prettiest form in the world, but if it's not going in, that defeats the purpose. There's a lot of guys that don't have the prettiest shot or whatever, but they be going in and stuff. And then also, man, like, look, it's gonna take some work. Even when you get in the league, even if he do get drafted, you still gotta uphold your spot. Like one of the girls from the WNBA, she just got cut. Just because you make the league, that don't mean anything. You still got competition. You still got somebody. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do in practice, if you're not good on the depth chart, if you're not doing good, like in the games and stuff like that, nigga, they gonna send you back. They gonna send you back to school with your bags packing. You get drafted, that don't guarantee you nothing. That don't mean you automatically, no Hall of Fame or none of that other stuff. Nah, that don't mean nothing. Yeah, Patrick Greenwood Jr., man. Yeah, man. But I give him props for going out there and working his ass off. But he just needs a little development, and I'm pretty sure his father is going to if he could put how many ever millions he does into his body, then he could put that into his son, trying to get him the best because he's around the best trainers in the world or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go hone your skills. I'm pretty sure you got you have a court at the house. Go there, man. It should be all basketball. Get in every game that you can, every league, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just come back because you really haven't had that much time to hoop and come back even more better this season. And of course they're gonna kill him in the comment section because people are just savage like that, and it has a lot to do with his dad too. Because like I was saying last night, don't use Bronny James as a smokescreen so that you could talk about uh, LeBron or even talk about him because you have all this animosity towards LeBron James. You want to take that out on Bronny James? No, I don't believe in that. I think that's weak right there. I think that's real weak. That's a coward. I didn't think he was a scrub, you know what I'm saying? But he's just not. It, when you have that last name, when you carry, those are big shoes to fill. So in comparison to his father, he might be a scrub, but on a everyday, if he was to play against somebody, that really don't know the game, or these guys that just go out there, man, he'll flourish, he'll kill everybody. So you can't really say. But in comparison to, if you compare him to a guy that's playing now, like a Jalen Brunson, or these guys that are in the playoffs now, stuff like that. Of course, you're gonna say that. But just go back to school, man. You tried to test the waters. You still kind of know what you need to work on. Um, People are gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come. People are not gonna stop talking about you. Let's just go ahead and get that out there, and then come back and have a hell of a comeback story. Give them something to talk about. A lot of the greats, man, they came back and they were successful, but they started off like it's. I always go back to the Kobe Bryant situation. A lot of people don't know this, Ted. Man, you probably know this, Brown Sugar. I don't know if you know this, but there was a lot of doubt on Kobe's head when he came in. Yeah, I mean that that situation right there, man. They gonna have a back and forth. I really, honestly, with that situation, uh, that was a situation where Draymond got involved and Austin Rivers had got involved. They don't like each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was all because of the Clippers situation and that whole deal. Um, JJ Redick, man, he says and does things for a lot of times out of shock value. But if he's gonna sit there and he gonna call himself a coach, I want to see him. I want to see him try, because Doc Rivers. If we're gonna go there and listen, I've been real critical of Doc. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his failures and stuff like that. But the one thing you can't take away from him is that 2008 championship.